Dr. Pepos here. So we look at the next thing, which is life in the early church. So Christians from the church in the valley are living exactly like the early church in the Bible. Sonda concluded what Christian values were displayed by the early church that have been identified with the Christians in the valley church. Give 3 points. So what were Christians in the early church doing? That is actually similar to what the church in the valley is doing. So we definitely know that this can be found in the book of Acts. That's the thing. So that's why they also call it the Acts of the Apostles. So this was what happened after Jesus uh, ascended up to heaven. That's the thing. So of course, number one, there was love and unity. There was love and unity. That's the thing. So there was nothing like division. There was nothing like being selfish and all that. So that's why you can actually see that people who are like, let's say, farms and all that, they used to sell what they have and they brought it before the feet of the apostles. Then the apostles actually shared those with everyone, making sure that each and everyone lacked nothing. So that's why if you can check, the Bible says they actually lacked nothing. This is where they cared and supported each other comes into play. So there was actually care and support. Then of course they shared material possessions, like I've said, they shared material possessions. Then they prayed together. They prayed together. So they used to meet and pray together, just like Jesus commanded them to. So the early church, what they were doing, that's what the church in the valley is equally doing, meeting together and praying together. Then, of course, they communed together. They communed together. So we talked about the Last Supper and the fact that it was a command by Jesus for Christians to actually have Holy Communion. So they were doing it together, meaning the Christians in the valley were equally doing the same. Then, of course, they continually worshipped together. So, just like the Bible says, do not forsake the assembly of together. So, meaning one should not forsake church meetings. So, the Christians in the valley were meeting together and worshipping together. Then, how do people in modern Zambian society resolve disagreements? So, this is actually in our modern society. How do people resolve disagreements? So, number one, there's mutual discussion of the problem. There is mutual discussion of the problem. So, if there's something that's wrong and all that, the first thing that people would do is to blame someone or blame the other party. So there comes into play the blame game. No, it's not me, it's this one, it's not me, it's you who did this and all that. Now if there's such, meaning it's very difficult for the problem to be resolved due to the fact that everyone is on the defense. But if there's a mutual discussion, that means it's actually balanced, so that one can hear the other side of the story from the other person's side, and vice versa. Because sometimes you might look at things in another way, and your partner or other people are looking at things in another way. So there has to be a mutual discussion of the problem. Then through understanding of the problem. Through understanding of the problem. So if people have got a disagreement, they're supposed to first of all know exactly what made them to disagree. If they fought, they're supposed to know exactly what actually made them to fight, so that they can know how to resolve the problem. The badness is that if you don't know the problem, how can you be looking for solutions? It's practically impossible. Then committing it to God in prayer. Committing it to God in prayer. So sometimes some of these disagreements might actually be beyond our abilities to resolve them. So anything that's beyond our ability, we can actually take it up to God so that He can resolve everything for us. That's the thing. Then, of course, referring to relevant scriptures for guidance. So, if there's something that you are disagreeing about, if it's a certain part of the Bible or a certain doctrine or certain theories that you are disagreeing about, the best thing that you can do is that you can actually go to the Bible for guidance. What does the Bible say about this thing? So that you don't get your own perspective, but you actually get the perspective from the Bible. So once you get your perspective from the Bible, it's actually easier uh, for you to it's easier for you to resolve your issues. Then the other thing is that consulting elders for wisdom is one of the problems. So sometimes you're supposed to approach elder people because, of course, they are wise enough. By the way, not every old person is wise. That's one thing you take note of. But of course, you're supposed to approach elders so that they can help you to resolve issues. So whatever you can't resolve among yourself, you can actually call upon elders to help you. So we go to the next one.